Well, today's vlog post, I wanted to talk to you, from me to you, from the bottom of my heart, honestly, about so many things, which is why I want this channel to be successful, just because I think we all have a voice, and we definitely all want to be heard, and on a creative level, we definitely want to get our creativity in front of other people. And I think YouTube has a fantastic way of showing you the why. Why do we do what we do? Why do I do what I do? You know, I follow other vloggers on YouTube and I get inspired from other people, and right when I feel like giving up, I feel like I just have so much more to offer, you know? So some people I really enjoy following. You know, everybody knows Casey Neistat. If you don't, I'll put a link below. You can go look him up. He's a little popular. But he's a fantastic guy. Sara Dietschy. That was my phone. I follow Sara Dietschy. Sara, you kicking. Stay peachy. I like following people that give me different spectrums of me as a person. So when you look at another human being, the first thing your eyes do is judge them to some degree. And you may see somebody who's older, and the way you see that person off the bat is differently than what you expect when you see somebody who's 22. And that's your eyes. It's not an actual cohesive way to live, but we are all programmed to do so, especially when the physical is what is being advertised, because our eyes are what see the TV, those billboards, those buses, those swimsuits, those eye watches. Just our eyes are being deceived. Our eyes are being lied to. So what is unique about YouTube is I get to have a voice, and those who choose to follow me can subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications, and you'll know when I post something. Well, you know, I would love to know what it's like to have 10 million subscribers, but at the same time, wow, that's so huge. Casey's blog yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, it really inspired me. I think it was yesterday, Casey, when you talked about never take no for an answer. And watching his YouTube videos, which, by the way, there's a huge reason why Casey is followed by so many people. He's very good at knowing how to visually show you and tell you the story he wants you to understand. That's the hard part of editing. That's your job as a videographer. So all of us who want to vlog and put something together to get it in front of people, without those talents, without that training, without those years of doing it, it's hard to put together something in a way. It's hard to put a video together, edited in a way that truly represents your thoughts. And I think Casey, just over time, has he's nailed it, you know. So I'm throwing a shout out to you, Casey, because when I get motivated, I get super motivated, and it's like my mantra for the whole day. You know, so my mantra yesterday was never take no for an answer, which, by the way, the reason why that vlog applied to me so much is I'll never forget that feeling of being 21, 22 years old, learning photography for the first time. This is back when there was only film, no digital, and it was very difficult. It's still very difficult, learning only on film. And as you beginner photographers out there, if you truly want to learn this craft, learn on a film camera. Literally, go pay your dues. You shoot film in a way to where you're paying attention to everything you're doing, because you've only got 36 shots on a roll of film, and they need to all come out. So I remember being 21, 22 years old. This industry was an older industry. I was one of the younger guys in town learning this craft, and I do remember all the people that were highly supportive of me and those who were not. And the funny thing is, the few people that were not actually had some life-changing experiences for me. Yeah, having love and support from your family is one thing, but people, friends, those who meet you, like you, and want to be around you, that kind of support really hits something in a unique way that I really can't explain. It's, I'm also a musician, for those who don't know that, so when I play my drums on a stage in front of a lot of people, certain songs don't have the clappability from people until those good songs happen, and then they all go nuts. Well, you remember those good songs. You remember those people clapping, and the whole room just kind of going, wow, that was an incredible song. YouTube videos are kind of the same thing. When you produce something that gets a lot of attention, we're looking at view counts and subscriber counts as a level of success. And that's the furthest from the truth, honestly. It does mean that you did something right, but whenever you put algorithms from YouTube into the picture, I think you take away the genuineness of what the content really is and how did it apply to the person who viewed it. So I know it takes a lot for somebody to hit that subscribe button just because we have so many options. We have so many options. So when you finally choose to, I'm going to see this person. I want to see Sara every day. I want to see Casey. The Slanted Lens, Phlearn. I have my handful. And the truth is, I kind of keep it to a handful because I only have so many hours in a day to watch any YouTube videos, and I don't need to be subscribed to 50. Because what happens is you're behind on the count. When it says this person that you follow is now 5 new videos for you, I don't have time to see 5 new videos. But I do have time to watch 5 of my favorite channels once a day. My point is, I want to thank people like Casey, people like Sara, who's keeping it peachy, keeping it positive, and motivating other human beings to be a better version of who they are. I know this has nothing to do with photography as far as learning photography. If you're new to my channel, I have so many things that I do here in New Orleans. I'm around so many different kinds of people, events, I photograph food. Photography truly is my life, and I appreciate every single time I grab this camera and I aim it at somebody when I'm being paid to do so. I never forget how I learned on film and why every shot is important. So if you're a beginner photographer or you want to get into photography and you don't know how to charge for it, you don't know if you're worth it, you don't know what your value is, don't take no for an answer. I'm gonna follow Casey on this. Don't take no for an answer. 21, 22 years old, I had a life-changing experience. I decided to do something. I committed to being a pro photographer. I wanted to be a pro photographer so bad. I wanted to feel good about charging for my services and delivering a product that I was proud of. As a musician, I've always wanted to have a one-hit wonder so millions of people around the world would know my song, man. But as a musician, who really knows the drummer? Unless you're Tommy Lee, unless you're, your boy from the Beatles. It's, what I'm saying? You got Phil Collins, those guys But there's a ton of bands out there that nobody knows the drummers' names. I realized with photography, the positive impact I have on people in front of me. And the camera is a very seductive device when used correctly. And when I mean seductive, I don't always mean sexy. I mean seductive in a way to where this big eye, this camera's eye, staring at somebody, you're calling them out, You're giving them an opportunity to give you something. You're clicking the button, but they're giving you something. Even when you're shooting food and you're doing these aesthetic kind of shots, another human being designed that room with the bedding in the hotel that I'm photographing. The food came from a chef that evolved into his craft, and he's putting his creation in front of me for me to photograph. to me, that's what photography is. A good artist knows how to manipulate what's in front of them and make it their own. Yeah. So anyway, today's vlog, I truly just wanted to get this out there and follow up Casey's post as far as take no for an answer. I did not take no for an answer. I was 23 years old when I started my business, which is GK Photography. And ironically enough, this year, this October 1st, is my golden business birthday. I was 23 years old when I started GK Photography, and this October 1st is 23 years in business. Wow. You know, if you were to ask me back when I was 22 years old, how would it feel 23 years later? I couldn't give you an answer back then. But I can absolutely tell you it's pretty amazing. So many ups and downs, so many failures, so many successions, so much validation, so many hurtful moments, so many days I wanted to quit. Don't take no for an answer, man. Because once you figure out who you are and you learn to love yourself and you learn that this craft that you want to do, whether you're an artist, a dancer, a musician, a photographer, a painter, it doesn't matter. When you ignore all the trash on the side of you and you only stay focused and accept people in your life that love and support you and like everything about you, your work that you do, you as a person, when you attract that into your life, the negative things seem so small. But if you have a lot of that in your life, you don't know where to go. So I'm gonna get off this seat right here. I gotta go back to work. I am a working photographer, like I said. I have a wedding to go develop right now, and I was motivated to turn on my lights, throw a background down, and just talk to you for a minute, and just tell you don't take no for an answer. As usual, if you like me at all, if you like any of my other videos and you haven't subscribed yet, doing so just gives you an opportunity to hit that bell so you know when I'm coming out with something new. So if you want to do the virtual fist bump, let's do this, man. I have an amazing city that I live in. I love New York. I love California, man. They're like my two other homes. But there's no place like home. And New Orleans is absolutely unique. I'm going to be showing you more of my city, but most importantly, what I do on a daily basis is something I just can't wait to share with you. So, as Sara would say, stay peachy. Casey doesn't say anything. Casey, you don't say anything. You have no closing. I love your abrupt closings, you know? It's just so cool how you...